Bwahahaha. My name is Amy 2 and welcome back to Talk to Transformer. Now then, we're gonna get in here. Amy 2 tripped over a wire that was strung from Moon's computer. Amy 2 tripped over a wire that was strung from Moon's computer desk. Heaven had lost its power, but at least it could still warm things up. He looked around the room as he knew something was wrong. No one else was there. There was no word to tell if anyone was inside, but at least he was the only one that here. He turned and looked at the chair. No. There was an emergency motor against the chair, firing. Before he could react, the chair whipped around and hitting him hard and knocking him out. What? He had stopped moving. The internet floated out from him. What? The internet floated out from him and hit him like a punch, throwing him into the ground. He rolled across the floor. ... What is this? The gamer's worst nightmare. His chair has started becoming self-aware. Amy 2 tripped over a wire that was strung from Moon's computer along the way. He was thrown clear of the planet into the void. Meanwhile, Jonathan managed to reach his station in the void. A life support system was installed in an escape pod. When it was depressurized to the ground level, he felt his joints start giving out. Unable to stop them, he and the pod were pulled down into a vent like a comet toward the surface of the red planet. You mean Mars? The station suffered great damage. Wires strung from Moon's computer were caught on cables. I like how it literally used the part from my thing. So many smaller things broke along the way, all of which need replacing. Back on Earth, Moon 1 was about half the diameter of Moon 2. The station itself looked like a ... What in the world? Moon drove his car to a garage to get his worn out brakes replaced. What is this? Moon drove his car to a garage to get his worn out brakes replaced. And when he opened the garage door to get out, he suddenly felt someone's hand on his shoulder. Suddenly, he could hear his engine slowing. Moon has become the car. But as the life faded from his eyes, what? The person's face fell. He looked up, seeing a sign with "Lights Out Safe." There was a sign there too, scrawled on it. What? Lights out safe means the car goes into brake safe mode. Is that... I don't think that's a real thing at all. Then when he put it into park, he took the keys out and left the car in the garage. I used to work at the academy. In the hallway one day, a young man entered the gym wearing a suit and tie. His outfit reminded me of one of those leather-garbed... ... What even? I like how Moon had an engine. Moon Moon drove his car to a garage to get his worn-out brakes replaced. He then loaded the car onto the truck and drove to his sister's house where he slept for 4 hours. What? In the morning, he went to a convenience store where he worked, but before dropping his sister off at work, he had another thinking to do. Another thinking. In the shadow of Mount Hood. Hey, how do I get to Mount Hood? Kitsap County Sheriff's Department Sergeant Pat Mauler recalled the interview. The 21-year-old high school senior asked his sister, Bridget, for a ride. She took him to a spot with a large oak tree and told him to cross the stream. Moon drove his car to a garage to get his worn-out brakes replaced. He did this in a minivan to avoid traffic. The owner of the minivan also applied the brakes, and the car began to roll backwards, causing water to flood the back seat. Water began to pour in through the passenger window. Close the frickin' window then! The police were called and the car was towed away from the area. The owner of the minivan did not have insurance, however. At that time, he had no intention of filing for property damage or notifying police. But the police was already there. It's been about 10 years since that incident, and it's my understanding that there's no insurance for vehicles without drivers. Said Lee. He believes that the issue is based... Slater waited for Moon to get back from the store. Slater waited for Moon to get back from the store, and when the bag was being unloaded, he pulled out his cell phone and asked her to take a picture of his ad and pass it along. The picture above was posted online with the tagline, "Mountain woman can walk her dog no problem on Goat Hill Trail." Who knew? Mountain woman. Mountain woman. That's the best line I've probably ever seen in here. A photo posted online shows a walker and her dog giving Slater a run for his money on Goat Hill Trail. Courtesy of Dory Slater. "We like to joke with each other," said Slater. Slater was impressed with the care and attention that the woman put into getting her pup just right. He was sent to the Walker Rangers. I like how... I really love the mountain woman thing. I just thought that was amazing. Who knew? Slater waited for Moon to get back from the store so he could get his number. What? Reaching behind the surveillance camera and clicking his heels twice. Sampson slid his mobile phone into his pocket. With a sigh, he texted Moon to say that Jordan deserves to be in the top 5. He then sent Moon a picture of her in a bikini. "This isn't blackmail. I just want her on me." What? Sampson wrote. "She should go to Brown University. It'll be a better fit." His texting caused Moon to close the laptop and call her family to find out what was going on. Then she emailed her mom, her father, and her girlfriend, and 2 school officials threatened to kill herself if she wasn't... Excuse me, what? Big boy and Buddy. Buddy, whatever. Buddy could see everything from their spaceship. Big Boy and Buddy could see everything from their spaceship. The patient had blue and yellow signs of multiple sclerosis. When Buddy lifted his hands to show them to Buddy's uncle Budyan, I've seen this spin-off of Buddy before. It was clear that his uncle was no more than a toothless old man who had flinched from the massive relief of seeing the bad health of one of his children. The man's lips trembled, and his face became extremely pale and chalky. "Don't worry, I'm very proud of you, Uncle," a voice said to him. And an old man, his hair gray, spoke to Buddy. "I'm very proud of you, brother." Then Buddy's uncle picked up Buddy's hands and opened his mouth. What? ... So what's gonna happen after that? Is he gonna eat his hands? That's what it's implying. And that went through again. Big Boy and Buddy could see everything from their spaceship. However, the aliens still continued to attack the 20,000 passenger ship. Pilots aboard the spaceship radioed their UFO to planet Earth to evacuate the passengers. Buddy wanted to stay behind in the starship, so he would be the last person in the ship. But Buddy was asked by the Andreas that pilots needed to evacuate as the aliens would move in. Buddy had his first UFO encounter at the age of 2 when a UFO landed right outside his house. After looking at the UFO, Buddy began collecting UFO memorabilia, and when he was about 4 or 5, Buddy explained to Buddy's mother what a UFO was to her. Buddy enjoyed getting the most out of his experiences with his UFO seeing. I like how it said seeing instead of sighting. His UFO seeing! UFOs are ... Who is this? Big Boy and Buddy could see everything from their spaceship, where it was parked on the grassy ridge, and they instantly made a contact with Cyrus Black. Buddy pointed out that Cyrus was not part of the same scene that he and Spike were, and so the contract could not be made. Nonetheless, they remained obligated to make the contract if they wished to leave. Having decided to stay, Buddy declared, "As long as you two guys are with me, no other creature is allowed to get in our way." Both Spike and Buddy drew their contracts in hope that Cyrus would let them leave with the others. Unfortunately, after Cyrus spoke with Sam, Benny, and Gideon about the Black's presence, the three of them formed an alliance, and they decided that they would oppose ... Also, I looked it up. Cyrus Black is a Harry Potter character. So that was weird. Big Boy and Buddy could see everything from their spaceship. They went from one field to another and back without flinching. As usual, the distant cry of startled birds filled the air. Occasionally, one or both of them glanced back and noticed an enemy fleet that was advancing on them. "Buddy, we must continue the approach at full speed." "Yes, Captain, we're making good progress." "Here I come, on our way." Buddy got up from the seat and put his arms around the computer console. That just sounds like he's hugging the computer. It's like, "Here, computer." It's like reaching for the control lever. "Better not, boy. We're not here to make friends." The computer lighted up. "Attention! Buddy heard laughter and the same joyous message as before. So Buddy hugged the computer. Yeah, hugging computers. That's the new thing, eh? That's the new thing, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, there. Computer. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. If you want to see more like this, go look at my others and subscribe to see more when I upload them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.